What's the best case of instant karma that you've ever seen? I've always believed in doing my job right even if no one notices. That belief was tested to the edge when I worked under Emily, the so-called manager of our tech department. She wore her title like a crown, but contributed absolutely nothing to the kingdom. Every shift was a battlefield. I'd come in early, grind through server configurations, process endless data reports, and streamline the entire backend for upcoming client presentations. While I handled the technical meat of our projects, Emily would just hover behind me, arms crossed, waiting for a chance to pick me apart. "You call this organized?" she'd snap, pointing at the neatly formatted client folders I'd spent hours compiling. "This server response time is trash," she'd sneer, just after I'd patched vulnerabilities that she never even knew existed. But the worst part? She took credit for everything. Every time a report was delivered early or a server stayed up during a traffic spike, she strutted into meetings like she was some IT goddess. I stayed silent. I figured maybe, just maybe, people would notice. But no one did. Until one particular client meeting. We were scheduled to present to a high-stakes tech client with a keen eye for detail. Emily waltzed into the boardroom like usual, all fake smiles and high heels, armed with a summary I had written myself. "Let me walk you through the architecture of our deployment plan," she began, clicking through my slides. And then it happened. One of the executives, Mr. Ramirez, leaned forward. "Can you explain how your team handled the failover protocols during the last system simulation?" Emily blinked. "Oh yes, well, we ensured optimal uptime by leveraging backend tools to—" There was silence. One of the other clients raised an eyebrow. "Which tools exactly?" he asked. Emily turned red and stammered. I couldn't take it anymore. My day and night poured into this project being abused. So I walked in. "Apologies for the interruption," I said, voice calm. "But I think it's time the real developer explained." I stepped forward and took the laser pointer from her trembling hand. "We used HA Proxy for load balancing, monitored with Grafana, and failover was handled through a custom bash script I wrote that, fun fact, Emily said was a waste of time." The room fell silent again, but this time in admiration. Mr. Ramirez leaned back, clearly impressed. "That's the kind of technical clarity we expect." Emily was fired by the end of the week. HR couldn't ignore the proof anymore. Not with the audit trail, the emails, and the fact that every single server credential she had came from me.